All right, everybody. Well, welcome everyone to the one and only Bleav in Bengals podcast with Solomon Wilcots. And that's right, Adam Pac-Man Jones. We get to hang out. First of all, Adam, before we get going into this, how was your birthday weekend? Because I know you had a big weekend, bro. What'd you do? Tell the people.
It was good, man. I relaxed, man. I ain't do nothing but relax. I got to get away from everybody and chill with the family, man. We had a great time.
I know you got to do a little something special. We gonna dive in, but I love the fact you're getting your rest. See, I like that because you knew we had to bring it today. But I want to let people know that today's show is presented by Bet Online. That's right. They're back and better than ever. All eyes are once again on the gridiron as teams are back onto the football field and getting ready for the football season. As always, Bet Online is your number one spot for all the pro and college football action this season. With a new updated site and interface, even more odds, prop bets, and contests can be won. Bet Online continues to be the number one source for everything football. Just head to the new website and use your mobile device to sign up today to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Don't forget to use the promo code BLEAV, BLEAV, to receive your bonus. Bet Online is the fastest and easiest way to bet all of your favorite sports. Just Bet Online where the games start. All right, let's get to the show because, man, we get to talk about the Bengals getting win number 3. They're now 3-1, Adam, and they get a win on your birthday. I thought it was an impressive win, 24-21 over the Jacksonville Jaguars last Thursday night.
First of all, we was talking last week about the Bengals couldn't win on Prime TV. All right. Guess what? It's over.
It's a wrap.
We got 2. We said we couldn't win in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We said we couldn't win on Prime TV. All right. So we got 2 signs saying that this is a really fucking good team.
That's right. That's right.
And we played with without a lot of key players.
Yeah.
If you go back and look at the game, man, we was down early. It really showed you that they believe in each other because they could have gave up as easy as it was. And Trevor Lawrence was everything we thought he would be. I told you they would have to contain him. The kid, he was running. He played a really good game.
You know, again, this game was on your birthday. I want to know, how was it? It's your birthday. I know you were down at Paul Brown Stadium. You wanted to go celebrate your birthday by being at the game. And they had to deliver with the win, man. It was your birthday. It couldn't be the right kind of birthday if they were going to go out there and lose, if you were going to give your time to go down there. So what was that experience like?
Well, I snuck in and snuck out. You know what I mean? I wore my costume. Too many people didn't know who I was because I just wanted to be a fan at the game. I'm going to show that to everybody a little later, probably in the week. But it was good. It was the crowd was electrifying. It really was a 12th man. It was a great night. It didn't start off too good, but it got going afterwards.
So you went incognito. You tell me that Adam Jones is like, you know, Michael Jackson had to do, Michael Jordan. You guys put on a little outfit. You go out just so you can be in public and do your thing. Sometimes you might have to disguise who you are a little bit.
Yeah, and it's good when your friend got a box too. So
that's cool.
That's the key point.
That's the key point. That's the key point. Yeah. Hey, the private restroom in the luxury suites, that's what I'm in for. Because, you know, I don't want to go into the public, deal with us, everybody. People want to shake hands with you and they haven't even went over and washed up yet. What's up with that?
I don't know how that goes. You know what I mean? I run fast.
You get the heck out of there.
You know how it is when we go to the game. There's no way that we could just go to the game and be up top and enjoy ourselves with I'm not saying nothing about the fans, but we'd like to go to the game and critique the game. You know what I mean?
Let's watch the game.
Watch the game.
Yeah.
But it was cool, though. It was cool.
Hey, okay, well, seems like we're learning a lot about Joe Burrow each and every game. What did you see from Joe Burrow? What did he show you week 4 in that Thursday night game? What else did you learn about Joe Burrow?
Well, we all been talking about his composure, how he compete. But he's throwing the ball at a high level right now.
Right, he is, man.
I'm saying he got 90 yards, 9 touchdowns. The 4 interception is high. I mean, thumbs up or thumbs down, but 3 of them was in the same game. 2 of them was, you know what I mean? So the kid is playing at a high level, and he's a winner. You could tell his demeanor, you could tell everything about him, man. When he was out there talking before the game, you could tell his structure when he was talking to coach. And you could tell they had a great relationship with him and Myers, because they talked for a good little time too. But
can you do you know the history there? You know,
no, I don't.
He was at Ohio State, so Urban Meyer recruited him.
I knew that
to Ohio State, and so now, you know, Joe want to play. You know how competitive he is. Well, Urban Meyer makes the decision. He's going to start Dwayne Haskins, and so you know they got the NCAA portal now, so these guys don't have to sit back and wait till this guy gets hurt or whatever. He immediately transfers. There was only 2 schools that would even take the call, UCLA and LSU.
Oh.
And that's how he ended up at LSU. He went in the portal, didn't even have to sit out a year. He played in 2018, and we know what he did in 2019. And that's how he got to the Bengals. Great story, right?
Yeah, great story. He made the right decision. I'll tell you that. Of leaving, I should say.
I think it's incredible. And then I'm sure he was having that conversation with Urban Meyer. Probably said, hey, best thing you ever did for me is not play me. Best thing you ever did was play Dwayne Haskins over me, because it all worked out, coach. You know, I'm sure they were joking about that. But I'm going to tell you what he showed me in this game, man. I think the guy's got some Tom Brady in him. I think he's got some, I'm going to win. I'm going to make sure we win this game. In fact, I'm not going to let us lose. It's kind of like what Tom Brady did to the Falcons in that Super Bowl. You could see it. This dude, every time he gets a possession, he's trying to finish with that possession in the end zone. You know, the Bengals scored on all 4 possessions in the second half, 3 touchdowns and the game-winning field goal.
And you can feel it. All right, it's time to, like, come on. And you can see it in the sideline. And I'm not just saying that because we on the radio or on our podcast, but, you know, I'm going to tell the truth. Yeah. This is one of the teams that remind me they're better than I think our 17 team.
Yeah. You guys are deep, man.
We was deep. Only thing I think we were better at in 17 is the O-line.
Yeah,
the O-line, our O-line was a little better, a little bit more, you know,
season more continuity up on that offensive line.
And we had a lot of first rounders on there too.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean, we had a lot of first rounders.
That's right.
And, but besides that, man, they have all the keys. I think the only thing we're lacking in is the special team and the punt return and the kick return game. I think we could do a lot better in the punt return and the kick return game. You know, if I had anything to pick on right now, there's too many fair catches. You got 10 yards, don't fair catch the ball.
That's
you
right.
Go with your first step and trust the system that Darren got for you, because it's there. I'm looking at it and I'm trying to figure out why are we fair catching the ball when we got 15 yards of room.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just me.
No, it's a smart way to look at it too, because the Bengals are one of those teams. They've got to leverage every area they can to help them win games. And why should Joe Burrow be starting the ball inside the 20-yard line when he can start the possession at the 40-yard line? Just if you catch it and get us 5 to 7 yards on the return, that's the difference between 2 first downs and a field goal, as opposed to 2 first downs and then having to punt the ball.
Yeah,
that's what that means.
And it's hard when you got to start on the 20 every time, you know what I mean?
That's right.
So if we can get a little space in there, get it to like the 35 to 45-yard line once or twice out the game. And I know what Darren's saying. Hey, get you 10 yards. All you got to do is get 10 yards.
Yeah.
10 yards will set us up and at least trying to score or getting over the 50 yards. If you're catching the ball at the 20, 10 yards, you at the 32 first downs, you almost in field goal range.
That's right. That's right.
So just the little things like that, I think we need to emphasize more right now. We're going to have ups and downs during the season. Special team have to be consistent. And right now we need to step up just a little bit. I'm not saying we have a bad special team unit, but I'm saying I see things that can be a whole lot better.
The Bengals have themselves one heck of a field goal kicker. This kid, the rookie,
he can
Evan McPherson from Florida. He bad boy. I mean,
bad boy.
He's having a hell of a rookie year, but is it too early to give Ja'Marr Chase the Rookie of the Year award? I'm ready to do that right now. Right now.
I'm just saying, right now, he's playing like an alpha mega. He is ready to go. And you can look down any roster on any other team, and I don't see nobody doing what he's doing on Sunday.
Nobody.
And it might not be big yards. It might not be 100 yards a game.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's time to get the ball to somebody, he is right on time.
He's a big play threat waiting to happen.
And he catching the ball. Like we was talking about how the game was going to slow down for him. Well, it's going to slow down.
Yeah.
It's going to slow down. He's very good off the jam. I went and broke it down. He got a couple of things that he worked on. It's not just one thing. So you got to pick and choose when you're going to press him. And if you're going to press him, you better have some help. Because the kid can run and he's quick. He in out of breaks. He remind me of Odell Beckham when his primes. Like, regardless what anybody say, the kid feet work. Odell feet work was better. Primo. Chad had good feet.
He did,
but Chad feet was not like Odell feet.
That's saying something. Because one thing Chad had, he could separate at the top of a route because he had no feet. Bam, bam, and he's over here. Yeah. Bam, bam, and separation is in it. Help our listeners to understand, because this is what I noticed about Ja'Marr Chase. Listen, most receivers don't learn how to do this till they getting into year 3 and 4, how to vertically stem the defensive back when they want to go deep. He seems to always be able to stack and stem that defensive back. Help our listeners understand what that is.
The reason why he's able to stack so good, because he's good off the line with his feet and in his hand. That's what I was just going back to. Anytime I can get you off balance and have you go one way and get right behind you, regardless how fast you are, it's nothing that you can do if I'm running right in front of you. Because these days
they're like this. Instead of running side by side, he gets in front of him, and now as that ball is coming, you can't do nothing because the ball's coming over the top.
And the ball is going to be perfect with JB throwing it. JB throwing perfect balls. So if you ain't on top or side by side, you're in a bad situation.
You got no shot.
You know what I mean? So he's doing a great job off the line and stacking the receivers. You can't coach that.
That's right.
And the only route you're going to be able to play from that is a comeback. And I'm quite sure they telling him, "Hey, bro, if you stack them, just keep running to the house. Just run to the banks, bro. Don't even stop in the end zone. Just run to the bank. All will be there."
The only rookies. Now, Odell was in this class. Odell Beckham Jr. when he came in, but Randy Moss was the absolute best coming in as a rookie.
But you can't compare nobody to Randy.
I know, because Randy didn't have to stack you. He's still running by you.
It don't matter how well Randy.
It don't matter, right?
No, you can't compare nobody to Randy.
I try to get people to understand how good, how great. I
always tell you, Randy Moss by far the best receiver I've ever played.
Ever. Yeah. We gotta have him on one day because Randy, people don't get it. They don't get it.
Randy.
That's right.
Real Moss. Yeah, for real.
That's right. Every time I played against him, hey, look, bro, what's the game plan? We doubling them from the line all the way to the end zone. So, right.
That's right. 30 yards, he really running.
That's right. After 30, he really opening up.
And his 30 yards was so
I know.
You know what I mean? His first 5 wasn't that fast, but his length was so long.
Stride length, yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, he was amazing. Like, I would say, I don't know if we could put nobody in the category with Randy Moss.
He's in a category of his own. Himself. He's a different kind of GOAT. I'm going to give Jerry Rice the GOAT for that position. Yeah. But this guy, Randy, kind of get his own little category, right?
Yes.
He baby GOAT.
Randy Moss was Jerry Rice. Randy Moss was what's my boy for the Cowboys?
Michael Irvin.
Yeah. He was all them put together. Plus one.
Plus something different.
Whoever else you want to pick.
Plus some alien, right? I mean, he was people don't realize he was that good everywhere he's been. I mean, he was always that good. He had not play for a few years coming out of high school.
I've never seen nobody no team, I should say, that's never doubled Randy Moss.
That's right.
From the time he stepped into the league, to the time he left.
He's gonna murder you. If you don't double team him, he will murder you.
I think the year before he retired, he killed us up in New England.
The year before he retired.
The year before he retired. I think he had like a $120, 2 touchdowns.
Easy. And make it look easy. I want to ask you about C.J. Uzama. Remember, I mean, he turned this game around. We know Jamar Chase had the 44-yard vertical. It wasn't for a touchdown. But when Jamar stretched the field like what he does, and Tyler Boyd had over another 100 yards receiving in this game as well on Thursday night against the Jaguars. But it was C.J. Uzama down in the red zone. It was C.J. Uzama on third down. It was he even on the game-winning drive to kick the field goal, who had the 31-yard catch and run to set up the game-winning field goal. 2 touchdowns in a way on 5 receptions in the game.
Man, one thing I could say about CJ, he's a hard-working kid. I had the chance to play with CJ when I was here. He was out tight. I think I played with him 2 or 3 years, but he's a humble kid. He's a hard worker, and he studies.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why he's still here. And Eifert had his body injuries, and he sunk everything in and listened and was absorbing everything. Yeah. And now it's his time, and he is taking it and running with it. And I'm talking about he's blocking, he's finishing plays, he's playing with the up tempo, he's having a lot of fun out there, and it shows.
Yeah,
he's now a leader in the locker room. He's been around a good little while now, you know. So
what does it
he's
do?
Playing good, man.
Yeah, he's killing defense.
And, you know,
I think Joe Burrow is really found and locked in on him in some way as a trusted receiver.
Well, Joe is smart. You got to think about it like this. They know only certain people are going to get double.
Yeah.
Last week, we only had Tyler Boyd and the Freak.
Jamar Chase.
That's his new name. We're going to call him the Freak.
That's his new name.
Yeah, the Freak, because he's a freak. So on third down, they did a lot of doubling with those two, and he was matched up one-on-one.
Yeah,
so
smart.
That's a good thing about Joe, man. I don't know. The kid just got the ick factor. Like, they doing a great job of coaching also, because they breaking it down to make them understand where we need to go with the ball in certain situations. He's, like I said, Tyler Boyd is playing. This will probably be his Pro Bowl year.
His Pro Bowl year, yeah.
And if we can get the Freak to keep doing what he's doing, and when 85 come back, it's gonna be a great show. And hopefully Joe won't be out long, but you know what I mean? We need T. Higgins back. Hopefully he'll be back real soon. But man, we have a great group of guys here right now, and hopefully we can keep them together, and we won't be talking about this 2-3 years like, the whole group broke up. You know, when you got teams like this, you keep them together until you get what you want.
That's right.
Yeah,
and Jamar Chase really has opened up the underneath part of the passing game. These throws that we're getting underneath to Uzama and to Tyler Boyd, they weren't available last year when we couldn't get down the field.
Did you see how far when T. Higgins caught that drag route? Did you see how far he was up the field?
I did. I did. That was amazing, right? That was amazing. I mean, you normally can't get one that deep, right?
I mean, like, I'm saying the Freak, he running the go route to clear out the under route. But
that's right.
He was 40, 50 yards away from him. Mm-hmm. So that leave nothing but space when you're playing man to man.
Exactly right.
Yep. You know? So the little things that people don't realize, hey, look, I got to overemphasize this go route, because if I don't get the ball, I know this under route is going to be wide open.
That's right. That's right.
So that go back to the coaches. I think they're doing a great job telling them, hey, you might not get this ball right here, but it's only 3rd and 2. If you run this dude all the way off, he might can get 30 more yards.
Yeah, yeah. And well, you remember last week when we previewed the game, I felt Trevor Lawrence was due for a big game. He's a talented dude. And I said, it's all new to him, but he gonna catch a team somewhere along the way once he figures it all out. and he's due for a big game. He ended up having a good game against us. We only sacked him one time because he's a big mobile guy. He moves around. He completed 70% of his passes against us. I think we got away with one. We got out of, we were able to beat him. But I just see him getting better and better each week. Why did he play his best against us?
I think because it was Thursday night. The kid, he loved the spotlight. Everybody's going to play good on primetime games. Everybody going to study more on primetime games because everybody know, hey, if I do bad, somebody might be calling me.
That's right. I just think your boy's going to call.
He liked the prime time. He that was the best game he played this year. Mm-hmm. If you ask me.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't seen him get out the pocket that much like that. I haven't seen him run the ball as fluently as he did. He had a good night, but we did enough to win the game at the end of the day. And at the critical times of the game, we got him to check it down or miss a pass or we stopped him. So that was pretty good. The last 4 possessions, I wouldn't say the last 4 possessions. The last 10 possessions of the game was very key. And up front, they swum it together.
That's right.
That's one thing about them boys up front. When it's time to go, we got to go.
Yeah,
and they did it, man. Yeah. So that was a good turnout. But he played good, man. And they got a good team. They got to get some guys around them to help him out. He need a couple key parts around him. But as far as a quarterback, I think he'll have everything that would take to play in the league.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of those kinds of games. Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence, the 2 guys who once played against each other in a college championship game. I think their careers are going to be forever linked where they'll get to play a lot against one another. Later this year, when the Bengals play the LA Chargers, we're going to be talking about another kind of quarterback rivalry between he and Justin Herbert. But I think these young guys are here to stay. I think Joe Burrow, for my money, you got a lot of yards, of course, with Herbert. Herbert's good. But I think Burrow, for my money, he's just got that it factor. Yeah, but he refused to let him lose.
Burrow is and I ain't trying to put people up on the different categories, but he's a Peyton Manning type of guy. He's a Cam Newton. But not as physical and better runner of a Cam Newton.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So, 2 totally different things, but Cam Newton made it to the Super Bowl and was one of the best quarterbacks to play the game.
I get the sense you're talking about that swagger.
Yeah.
That unapologetic swagger. That's exactly
that's what I'm saying.
People need to understand that's who Joe Burrow is now.
Yeah.
That's who Joe Burrow is.
Yes.
he got that.
I apologize to nobody.
No one. Ever. Yeah. Hey, I got to get you on this. Because next week, bad man coming to town. Bad man coming. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers coming to Paul Brown Stadium. Just get your early thoughts on that one.
Well, last time I think Aaron Rodgers came here, we beat them.
Y'all did.
You did.
Yeah.
I was on that team. I had to pick that game too. So it's gonna be everything that we wanted to be. Hopefully we have everybody back.
Yeah.
First and foremost. But they playing at a high level right now.
Yeah, they roll.
I don't know if y'all been seeing. I've been watching them. They played pretty good besides week 1. They are rolling. So we gotta contain them. We gotta contain 17. And we gotta keep hitting Rodgers. You know what I mean? He could throw he could throw that thing. As
bad boy.
He's one of my favorites.
100.
But
100.
It's gonna be a good game, man. They got really I can't think of the kid name. 23
Jair Alexander. He's playing as one of the top corners this year, if you ask me. Yeah.
So I've been watching him a lot. They got a good defense, got a good back end, so it'll be a good challenge for us. But I truly think with them coming in, play man on man, we'll have a chance to get some deep balls and do what we do as far as the offense. The question is, can we contain Jamal Adams and let the front rush? That's the question.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to double team.
You got to double team him. Like
Devontae Adams, you got to go ahead and double team.
You got to double team D, man. You got to come in the game plan with doubling him.
Yep. And then they're going to take a deep shot to MVS or Adam Lazard. But you got to be able to single up those guys because he has to be double. Devontae Adams has to be double. Yeah. You and I know that's where
I would go in the ball. I would go in and say, we're going to double Devontae. We ain't going to let him beat us.
That's right.
We're going to make 18 beat us.
There you go.
That ain't going to happen.
They ain't going to happen. No, nobody else. No.
Nah, not going to happen.
You got to watch there. You got to watch the little Aaron Jones out the backfield, the little running back. He kind of nice coming out of that backfield in the passing game. The passing game.
He's crafty. He's like what's the kid we had here?
Giovanni Bernard.
Like Gio. You remind me of Gio.
You like Gio. That's a good comparison. Yeah.
Got good feet. Yeah, he is.
That's a very good comparison, man. Hey, well, look, I know you still got a little bit of birthday celebration left in you.
No, it's over with, bro.
It's over. Well, we get to go back to back because the last Bengals game was on your birthday.
Yeah.
Their next Bengals game against the Packers will be played one day after my birthday.
Okay, we might have to go to this game together then.
We may have to go to this one together. And then we'll shoot something down there at the stadium. We'll put it in the Bleav in Bob podcast for next week. Hopefully we'll be celebrating a win over Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. How about that?
Let's go, Bengals.
All right. For Adam Pac-Man Jones, I'm Solomon Wilcox. Thanks for joining us right here on the Bleav in Bengal podcast. Thank you for joining us, everyone.